Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel here on Global Conquerors, our weekly podcast, Conquest. This is episode 83, being recorded on July 27th, 2025. Your host, SMGFrenzy, joined with.
AssassinADC, as always, back for the weekly podcast. Don't miss every week anymore. We'll miss our weekly other videos, but the podcast never.
As he says.
It's been a more consistent stuff. Anyways, a lot of crazy stuff to talk about this week. Lots and lots of stuff. So, yeah, like always, I'm gonna just hand it over to Mokhtar to get us kicked off with the topics, and we're about to discuss a lot.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot.
Some weeks in the world, nothing happens. Some weeks in the world, everything happens. This is one of those weeks that for some reason everything happened. We're going to start off with an esport near and dear to our heart. The Halo Championship Series announced about a day or two ago before we're recording this that the HCS will be ending support for Halo Infinite after this season, and that there will be no HCS event in 2026 as there is no new Halo in 2026. Realistically, this also means that there probably will not be any HCS events in 2027, because there's almost damn sure no new Halo after Halo Infinite in 2027. So the earliest that we can probably presume HCS to return would be 2028, towards the end of that year. Which, those who are around
3 years.
during the... Exactly. Those who were around during the Halo 5 era of HCS find this very familiar, because after the 2029 season, when they announced that Halo 5 would no longer be supported, and we were like, oh, Halo Infinite will be out in the next year or two. So we were thinking we'd get 1 year of, like, no HCS. We ended up going almost 3 years without no HCS. And then Halo ended up letting third parties run tournaments that weren't sponsored by HCS, like ESL and DreamHack and stuff, or even people that's where, like, LVT spawns in, and tried to run, like, throwback events in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. And while people were like, yay, we're playing a good Halo again, the hype for that died very, very, very fast, because there was no Pro League. Every single org saw that there was no reason to stay in because they weren't making money anymore. There's no reason to partner because there's no one to partner with. So why am I signing teams where I'm paying a minimum of $50,000 for a contract to play an esport that does not have any support from its organizer? And it's really sad because HCS this year probably has one of the most stacked orgs rosters it's had since the beginning of Halo 5. You have teams like Optic that have stayed around, FaZe, Shopify, Space Station, Team Envious came back, Cloud9 is still in here, Gen G's in here. Like, you have these massive orgs that have come to Halo, a lot of them signing this year, and are going to be like, the esports falling apart after October. There's no reason to keep my roster after October. Win or lose, you're gone. Because LVT can do their best to host tournaments. They're not going to have massive prize pools. Halo's not going to have any reason to sign with partner teams anymore to have more skins in the game for them to make revenue in another way. There's no reason for Optic, Envy, TSM, Gen G to stay after October at all, and it's the same thing we saw towards the end of H5. Remember, towards the end of H5, we saw teams like Evil Geniuses leave, teams like Optic pull out. That's why you had Toxic get born. Teams like FaZe pull out. All the orgs left towards the end because there was no money in the scene, because there was no ACS going forward. And we're in that same spot now again. So, treasure these next 3 events we're about to get, because this is going to be the last HCS we're going to have for a while. By the time HCS comes back, my life, Angel's life, your lives are going to be very different.
Yeah, so I'm kind of baffled by this news, especially when it happened. I think we had just finished our gaming session, or what we were doing.
We just finished playing Halo casually. I was like, yo, let's play. And you're like, that's crazy. And then you went to the airport. And then literally as soon as you got to the airport, I looked at Twitter and Halo was like, update from the HCS. And I was like, oh no. What happened?
I was like, oh, they're about to announce the new season. That's what you're thinking, right? New season,
I
what they were
thought so,
expecting.
except it was a very, like, plain post. So I was like, I was kind of worried. I was like, did somebody do something bad? Did a caster do something bad? Did the team do something bad? I was like, oh, this is worse.
This is way worse, right? Shit, dude. So, uh, to think, I don't know. It doesn't make sense when a bunch of teams have just got into this esports. Um, and how much time and effort these orgs are putting in to have a great roster to compete. Um, a heads up would have been nice to the orgs. I think they found out the same time we did, or I mean, I would assume they would have let them know a little bit
I
earlier.
don't think so, because the
I
casters
don't.
even mentioned that they didn't figure out till day of.
Oh shit.
And those are people like in the scene, so even the pros
Okay.
didn't know. That's why all the pros were like, "What is happening?"
Okay. Well, everyone found out at the same time we found out, so everyone came to a shock. HCS. I don't know what your thought process is right now. I think you should. You got to keep this going, right? Like, I mean, you got to, but they won't. I mean, just why does a game have to be recycled every four, like, or switched out every 4 years? Goddamn CS:GO, a game that's been out for almost 25 plus years, has been the same game being played competitively. Just they updated it with CS2. You're telling me Infinite? Infinite was supposed to be a Halo that's supposed to be 10 plus years, and we're already chalking it up. This is like the best Halo since H5.
Look at the biggest games out there, like you said, CS, your leagues, your Rainbow Sixes, your Rocket Leagues. These are games that are still the same base game for almost a decade, if not more. And they've been able to keep those scenes going. Halo Infinite is arguably probably in the best state it's ever been. Same with Halo esports being in probably the best state it's ever been. So coming towards the end of this year and throwing it all away is genuinely wild. You have a product that you've been nurturing for 4 years, and now like viewership is growing, big orgs are coming in, players are wanting to play Halo again. Even like the game's game like player base is like slowly but surely getting back there. The game feels great now. Pros seem to enjoy the game now. People seem to enjoy watching the game now. And you're like, yeah, no, that's it. 4 years, we're done. Goodbye.
They said y'all are having way too much fun. We gotta chalk it up. Cause what the fuck? There's literally no point. I was like, all right, we're gonna be playing this game for a while, right? I mean, Halo Infinite. What the fuck are they gonna call it next? What do you go from there? Like
Maybe they do the same thing, like you know how Halo 5 called Halo 5 Guardians, Halo 7, I don't know, and whatever they decide to name it.
Seven Outcast, like Outlaw. What the fuck? What are they doing, dude? Like this is literally like all these teams, bro. Teams, complexity, envy, optic. Shopify is literally growing on the. Let's see, space station. Um, LG, even though they're like in the pool play area, they're in the scene.
Yep. Even big
So,
teams like Korean teams like Genji, which never play North American
oh
esports.
yeah, Gen G literally just came into the league literally last tournament. So like we got some big powerhouse orgs willing to invest into this league, and the league says, "Fuck that." Sorry for my English, dude. What the fuck are they doing? Like this baffles me that we're about to go into an era that a bunch of these up and coming pros that blew up in this game are going to go on a pause for like the next 3 to 4 years.
That's what I want to bring up though. A lot of these pros have been around for the first riff when Halo transitioned. And I will say this, my prediction real quick is that HCS is going to do the same thing they did after 2019, where you have the partnership program where third-party organizers can do whatever they want to do. This is going to be a time where pros are like, yeah, no, not happening. You're going to see pros like, I imagine pros like, Formal probably are retiring after this year. He's got no reason to stay in
Anybody's
Infinite.
retiring after this year.
You have pros like Lucid and others that will probably try to segue into the COD scene. We're probably going to lose a big generation of Halo talent that's been nurtured the past 2-3 years to
This
a rival esport.
We're about to lose Bound. They're about to lose Legend to probably COD. There's no those guys. I will guarantee you those guys will get picked up by a pro team if they're available. They will get picked up by a team in the league.
Yeah,
There's no way. Those guys are like the most mechanically gifted players in that game in Halo right now.
mm-hmm.
You're not gonna tell me they can't transition that quick. COD is probably easier than Halo by a lot.
You've seen we've had the what the two best teams in COD like the past few years have had Halo players on them that have transitioned over. The current best team in COD has a Halo player, two Halo players on it.
Two, And then the final literally was Net versus Satsi, two Halo players.
Yep. Halo Pros
You're
have
you
the versatility to go into Rainbow Six, to go into Apex, to go into the COD. Halo is one of the hardest games to play, and they are able to transition into the other FPS games. And we're gonna lose
night.
almost all of our best players. Like you said, you're
Yeah,
about to
but
say
these
Snipe right?
up and coming talent, dude,
Mm-hmm.
are literally blowing up, and they're literally about to. They're going to have to leave. Faces that were literally meant to be the faces of the league are now going to have to find a different game to play, because they're not going to wait 3 to 4 years doing nothing, playing ranked all day. They want to compete. They're competitors for a reason.
Well, it's either that or they're gonna play in these partnered tournaments and also have to have
No,
another job, like a lot of them did during 2019 and 2022. What was it?
see,
Yeah.
see, this is why you got to build your brand outside of the game. That's why you got to stream, upload YouTube, so you have another thing to do. Now you instead of relying on contracts, uh, tournament wins, stuff like that. Now that you're stuck in goddamn limbo for the next 3 4 years, you're not gonna wait. That's what happened with Shotzi. Shotzi didn't know when they were gonna come back.
Yep.
When did he left and what? Guess what? Got into the league and he's now been there pretty much the top player in the league. That's their face of the league now.
Yep.
Literally was the face of the league in Halo, moved over and became the face literally maybe 4 years ago.
Yep. I mean, also look to like the team that won the very first championship in the CDL era. Look at the players that were on that team. Players like Hook also left from Halo to go back over to COD, just take home another championship ring. It's. I'm also gonna say, like, if I'm an organization owner like FaZe, like Optic, who's been in the HCS twice now, and have now seen this happen twice, I'm gonna be real hesitant whenever the HCS comes back to even partner again. Because especially if this is gonna happen every 4 years, what's the point if it's gonna be super unstable? HCS is gonna have to regain a lot of good faith probably after this, from both professionals and from
You
organizations.
it would like I would say why I would say teams could host events, but why would team host events if they're not gonna get any beneficial thing out of it?
Yeah, because that's the team now using their money. The teams are over here trying to make money, not spend money.
Unless these orgs are willing, like, yo, let's put some money down as a whole, make our own league where we keep this thing alive. While and then people are like, what's the point of the HCS at that point? I'm like, well, for them to understand that, dude, there's still so much stuff left in this game. There's so much still left in this game.
They could
There's
have
still a bunch of maps.
they could have dragged out Infinite. I don't get why they're just stopping it after this October. I really don't. Or bare minimum, just be like this October, Infinite's being retired. We're playing this game under the HCS. That works too. Master Chief Collection's on PC. Everyone can play any of 1 through 4 plus Reach and ODST on there.
I really hope that we get some H5. I'm hoping they like someone's like, yo, we'll take the charge. H5 next game, bro. Gen- generational. I'm telling you, bro. If we go back to H5 again, this game's gonna feed families, bro.
Hey, I'd be
It's
down for more
crazy.
Halo 5. That'd be amazing to see, but I think we'll cap it
Um,
here for HCS. But as you can see, this we just think that this is a very dumb decision on their end, and we'll just have to wait to see what they announce at the World Championship in October because they said there'll be more to come. I think we already know what it'll be because they've already done this before in 2019, but we'll see. We shall see. We'll move over to news over at League of Legends side. Poby, one of T1 Academy's up and coming stars, ended up leaving T1 Academy earlier this year to join Fnatic as their new player. This was a big, somewhat big shock to the scene. People were like, Fnatic is a team, one of the most well-known European league teams, but have been struggling the past few years, and they really needed something to change their roster. And Fnatic thought it was best to now take one of T1's up and coming stars, Poby, who, if you guys remember, was also a he was playing the same role that I believe it was Gumayusi was playing. So we'll see what we'll see if Fnatic and LEC is able to do anything with this. Obviously, now we have Fnatic has to be able to communicate with Poby because, of course, Poby speaks Korean. Fnatic, most Fnatic's team speaks English. But in League, we see this crossover all the time, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But I mean, congrats to Poby being promoted to top 1 team pretty fast in his career. Props to him. Props to him.
Speaking of League, I don't think you have it on here, but T1 ended the streak.
Oh yeah,
They've been smoking everybody now.
T1
Ever
came
since
back
they
from the dead. They never
what the
died,
fuck?
but like they came back from like their
Dude,
Genji death.
pisses me off, dude. I was like, bro, you had every right to win the esports World Cup, MSI, and y'all choked it. They had a chance to win these last 2 tournaments.
Yep.
And I was like, bro, the way I saw them play Genji after the first game, I'm like, nah, it's just a warm up game, right? And then after I watched the second and third, I'm like, yeah, this is the T1. I remember watching before they made that faded ass forward pushing a team when they had no ability, nothing, and they just thought they were gonna kill them, or they got smoked and they lost the game. So fuck, dude. That's the one fight I remember that costed them the tournament. That fight right there, they had the game won. They had the perfect draft. Oh, bro, these sons of bitches, dude. Piss
T1
me off.
generally the worst best team to watch because they will do everything right and then somehow lose while ahead. And it's like they lose while ahead, but then win while really, really far behind. And it just makes no sense. When against a team like Genji, you just gotta stay ahead to win. You can't play from behind. So the fact that T1 redeemed themselves and beat Genji for the first time during a regular season match in the past 2 years, congrats. We're back. Now people are scared that this is probably T1's one free win against Genji for the year. We'll see what happens. Obviously, they're going to play again during the regular season.
I don't
They'll
think so.
probably meet again during, obviously, the
I'll,
LCK summer playoffs.
I'll be dead as I don't think. I think they'll beat them again.
I hope
This
so,
team looks
too.
more. I think. To be honest with you, I think Duran might be. Is that how you say his name?
Doron.
Duran is better than Zeus. He makes the team. I think he might be their best player right now.
Depends. Doron some days, best player in the world. Doron some days, can't play the game at all. I think
That boy Guma though. I remember he was on the chopping block for such a long time.
yeah, but
He's getting
everyone's proved themselves on T1.
Guma and Owen. Remember that one time period they were getting cooked and they turned up at the last event.
Yep. Hey man,
Same with Zeus.
when it matters, it matters. All the boys wake up. But funny that you bring up, I guess we'll continue to segue this into the other T1 announcement. T1 today, July 27th, announced that Faker will be re-signing with T1 and staying till 2029. That's another 4-year extension to his contract. This man is not leaving this esport ever. He's gonna
He
be
needs to
like,
retire.
what, 34 by the time he leaves?
Bro, he needs to go to a different team.
Not. He's not, man. And as long as Faker is playing on T1, I really hope that Chovy never wins Worlds. I hope that Faker wins this year, the year after that. He can skip 1 year and then win the year after that.
Free skip. Wow, cool. Okay, well, you think by the time the 2029 year, what do you think we'll still have this roster or we'll have a different roster
No,
by then?
that'd be crazy if they were the same roster. I'd be. It's
But
T1
if they're
though.
winning though, if they're winning consistently every year, like let's say they win MSI, they win Worlds, they lose MSI, they win Worlds, they win both the following year, and then the 1 year they don't win any. Then the following year they'll win MSI, they'll win MSI again. Even though I've passed by the mark, do they think they'll keep the roster? I think they'll make some upgrades somewhere.
I think they keep
I
the
don't.
roster. The only thing is if teams like Genji and Hanwha, which are also big money teams, are like, I kind of want that player though, because this is too much on you guys.
Yo, T1 buys Chovy in the year 2029.
Crazy.
I think Faker retires that year. I think he retires after that 2029 year.
You don't think Faker plays until his late 30s?
No, dude, not even you want. I mean, he hasn't slowed down. He's still the best player in the game.
which is wild.
But still, though,
It's
you
getting.
really think you think he will be playing until he's 34?
I mean, as it's currently set, it seems like it because he's what 29 right now, so he'll be playing until 33, 34. He's by far going to be the oldest player playing.
Damn it! That is exemption from the military really is about to give him a generational run, dude. He'll be the longest active pro, but because he didn't stop playing.
Correct. And has 5 world championships. And if he wins this year, will be the only pro. He's already the only pro that's won back to back. And then if he wins this year, will be the only pro to win 3 times in a row. This is his second chance for a three-peat.
He'll be the oldest to win it.
Yeah.
Isn't he the oldest right now?
Yeah.
Too?
He's been the oldest for the longest, too. So he's just going to continue to hold that title.
Who's the youngest to win it? Don't tell me he's the youngest to win it too.
Genuinely, probably. I don't know. It's either him or one of the players in the LPL teams.
It might be one of his teammates now.
Oh, fair, yeah, because a lot of them were like in their teens.
What's that
Person.
League of Legends Worlds?
Yeah.
Watch it be Faker. No, it's 16. I don't think that's right. You can't be 16 to play at this, right?
Depends. It also depends what year this was. Faker's second youngest.
Faker.
I think you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at.
Cindy? What the fuck is it? Sidon?
Cyanide.
That's a dope ass name. I can't even pronounce it, but that's it. Ruler? Isn't Ruler his teammate?
Oh! Yeah, okay. Cyanide was, he was a player
No,
on the
Ruler's
very
not.
first Fnatic team that won the first world championship.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like League just getting established. That was really early on.
Oh, so he just let anybody play it at that point.
I guess, yeah.
Well, how old can you be to be in the league or to play?
I think it's 18.
15? No, but these guys were 16. Faker was 17.
Well, remember, this
So
is
what? You have
like
to
early
be
on the league, though. The minimum age for League right now is 17 in most regions. The Europe is 18. Yeah.
So this is okay. So this had to be before.
This is before, because remember, Faker started
So
playing in 2013. Cyanide is...
Yeah, because half of these other guys, Ruler, 18. Look, out of the 10 players on this list, I think only 2 of them are active, right?
No, Ruler's active, Faker's active.
Oh, exactly,
Shy's
2.
active, Kane's active, Tian's active. Balon's also active. They're all active because the rest are all like LPL players. Besides the Shy, no, the Shy plays in the LPL. Yeah, the rest are all LPL players.
Oh yeah, the youngest to win it with 16 years old when he won Fnatic Season 1. Currently, the minimum age to participate in Worlds is 17, meaning the record cannot be broken.
Correct.
He just finessed. Imagine his birthday was like 2 days after Worlds. Would they have let him play it or no?
That's up to the region, because then he probably wouldn't be able to play in his league either, because the minimum age is still 17.
No, but like the first year.
First year? Probably. First year league didn't have many rules, to be fair. That was like league trying to figure out what league esports was going to look like.
And now it's the longest reigning league in the world.
Yep. But yeah.
Hold on. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll get back on topic.
4 more years.
Goat.
I think that's really about it. We're going to move over to...
Splitgate.
Splitgate. So, the Halo killer Splitgate 2 has announced that they are, and I've never seen this ever happen before, and that's that they are officially unlaunching their game and will be going back to beta. They said that they will need to make continuous improvements on the game. They'll be ending the Splitgate servers in about a month's time. And they said that their mistake was that they launched the game too early, that there's too many rust features, too many mistakes, so on and so forth. I don't think we've ever seen a game say we're unlaunching. That's just what?
Hey, look, it's better than them shutting down the game and restarting from scratch.
Which is also wild that this is the same team that's done that too.
Okay, but then I'm guessing they've They let the I think okay, yeah, there was a couple bugs in the game. Don't get me wrong, not a lot. I had a great time playing this game.
Mhm.
Like good. I don't. You didn't play it because you were in Japan at the time.
Yeah,
What? I think the game is still live for right now. I think
yeah.
it goes
Offline
down in
online.
like August.
Yeah.
In August something. I don't remember. I played it. I think I was like on a 2-3 day bender with it,
Uh-huh.
and I was enjoying it. I was having a great time. The game modes, the gunplay, the portals weren't like abused in the first game. Um, so yeah. Which is crazy, but I can't really blame it. I can't really blame him for unreleasing it.
I feel like, to be fair though, I feel like you kind of can. Because if you know a game is not finished, don't launch it. This is how many games have died early on. It's the reason why
Halo
Split.
Infinite,
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, exactly. Same with
they
Overwatch 2. Like,
but
they
they
launched.
didn't release it though. They didn't unrelease it. They just delayed it. This one was out to the public. People were playing it for like 2 months, 2-3 months, and then they unlaunched it. Like that's
Well,
crazy.
it's like, imagine
But
like GTA 6 came out this year. The game's not ready. People would trash that so hard that would ruin Rockstar's reputation. I'm surprised Splitgate's reputation isn't even ruined right now because they already shut down their first game and now they're unlaunching their second game.
I don't think I think it'll be back in a couple months. I think it'll be back at the like during the fall, like mid fall era.
Yeah.
The game is fine. I think they just have to tweak a bunch of bugs, which I don't think. I don't know. I think it's because of how small their studios. Because remember when the first game they released, I think there was only like 4 or 5 people that made it.
Yeah.
You remember that time?
I remember, yeah.
I think there's a little more people, but I think they're gonna go like yo, we're gonna fix this. And the game was good. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a great time playing it,
Mm-hmm.
so I was enjoying it. It sucks, but I'm guessing. I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think this is the first time I've ever heard a game unlaunching. Um, so you learn something new every day, you know.
I guess.
But I mean, the game was good. I'm not gonna. I didn't. I Of course I had a couple bugs. I didn't hate it. I enjoyed playing it. I obviously it wasn't my main game, so I wasn't going to be playing it that much. But the 3 days I played it nonstop, I had a great time.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for it to relaunch. Hopefully they'll launch it with like I don't know. I think they want to fix the movement a little bit, or what? There was something that was not in the game that wall running. I think they might add wall running to it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the game though? Have you like watched any clips
I
or like
haven't
video?
had time, no.
If you go watch that gameplay feels like if you add wall running, it feels like or like yeah, wall running.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that game would be so complete. I think that's what's missing in that game to like move it up a little, like to like holy shit, this game is good as fuck. Like if you watch people play it, you like damn. Imagine that dude running on a wall. It would make the game more dynamically like visible to watch and play.
Mm-hmm.
You add another dynamic to the game that just will make it flow fluently. Like I'm telling you, if after this process, I need you to go watch Splitgate gameplay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me if you add wall running to that game would be godlike.
Okay. We'll see. We'll
Like
see.
Titanfall. The only reason why Titanfall didn't succeed is because it was so clunky. Like it was so glitchy.
Yeah.
Big ass robots, you could run on walls. What the fuck? Like that shit was godlike. That game had so much potential to be so good, but it
Uh-huh.
didn't because it was so. And then released the second one, and the same thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
But you like, trust me. Like after this, I want you to go watch some gameplay, and you tell me if they add wall running, the game will feel so much better.
Okay.
But anyways,
I'll
but
keep
yeah,
that in mind.
obviously, I, I don't know like the story, but I'm guessing that because they released the game, this was good. Like criticism, they could go back and fix it. You know how betas do it.
Yeah.
So pretty much, it was a live version, but it should have been a beta. In my opinion, it should have been a beta. They should have called it a beta off rip.
Yeah.
It was just like a full game, but um, let it out for 2 weeks, get some criticism. Hey, like, will fix this, and that. A lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people were talking about. I when I was people were talking about this game could use wall running. But I don't know if they're willing to do that and add another dynamic to the base of the game already.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's not. I don't see this as a bad thing. I see it as like, okay, they actually care about this game. They want to try and do as much as they can. So they're gonna fix it. They do their best they can to make it great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
I
So yeah,
suppose we shall see. We shall see.
sorry, bro. I'm watching.
You're good. We're gonna hop over to the general news, which still is just as crazy. Last week we talked about VShojo's number one star Iron Mouse leaving after she accused VShojo of embezzling funds for the Immunodeficiency Foundation, over $500,000 that her charity stream raised. This week, VShojo does not exist anymore. So even my notes are a little out of date because my notes actually have it listed when like various VShojo stars were leaving. VShojo actually ended up doing a big announcement earlier this week saying that I should probably just read it to be honest. It was kind of wild to see an entire massive organization collapse this fast. Basically their owners like, yes, I've mismanaged this company. We were out of Angel's watching something crazy right now. They were trying to raise money to keep the organization alive per se because apparently they were bleeding like millions and millions of dollars. And he was like, we just can't do this, so we're just gonna shut down. So all of these shoujo stars though basically left before this. There was only one that was still on by the time they made this announcement. In good news though, Iron Mouse and her community actually ended up raising over $1 million for the Immunodeficiency Foundation. So there was some good that came out of
Uh,
all of
that
this
is pretty good.
happening, you know? What are you doing?
Heretics just choked.
Oh.
They were up 5-3 in the search and lost. What the fuck? It was round 11, game 5, and they were up 5-3 and they choked, dude. That's why y'all lost the optic. Y'all Hey, bro, congrats on them for playing good. Hey, Ultra looks good next year, anyways. But yeah, sorry to cut you all off. I mean, we're recording this literally during the esports COD Grand Finals, which is about to start in like 20-ish, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, are we surprised by this? Not really, right?
I
Or
mean, I didn't think they'd fall apart this fast. That was crazy fast how it
I mean,
fell
a bunch
apart.
of these creators left. Do you think they were gonna be live?
No, I was just curious to
Alive?
see how long it would take them to be like this and that.
Yo, we screwed up. Let's fix it. They
Yeah.
didn't.
And he was like,
They just
nah,
said,
I messed up. All y'all left. We don't got money. Goodbye.
"We out. We out. We'll just take our L and go."
Well, you also have to know, they owe thousands of dollars to all their talent still, so there's going to be a massive lawsuit coming in the next few days.
Then they're gonna lose it every time.
Yeah.
They'll lose everything unless they pay it.
Oh yeah. They're really done. But
They're cooked, chat.
good news came out. Like I said, over $1 million has been raised for the IDF Foundation. So props to the I guess the overall VTubing community for righting a wrong that a company did and its owner. But we're gonna move over to sad news. We had two famous people who passed away this past week. We have Ozzy Osbourne, who was the Black Sabbath frontman and the icon of British heavy metal, who passed away at age 76 this week, just weeks after his farewell tour. As you know, Ozzy Osbourne was a very colorful, fun individual who just kind of did whatever the freak he wanted to, and had definitely had a good time doing it. Bro was just out there doing who knows what, and this is a big shock just to the heavy metal scene in general.
You know what's crazy? Like, I know of him. Listened to a couple songs. Obviously, there's that one iconic song that that the band like sings, but he sings obviously.
Yeah.
Iron Man, literally called Iron Man.
Yep.
Um, and bro, I had listened to two songs in that heading to the week because Spotify will like the whole Spotify thing. The DJ Spotify, if you don't use it,
Mm-hmm.
so like switch up your categories. Like, yo, you should listen to this. If you listen to like a rock thing, or heavy thing, it'll like bring up. And two of his songs came up, bro. And like 2 days later, or like yeah, at work, since I'm in the middle of nowhere, I go to one spot where there is signal.
Mm.
The first thing that comes up when I open my phone on Twitter or Instagram was that he passed away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this dude just had his for world tour like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, bro, but it's just life. I think he was sick too, right? He had like something
I
going on at
believe
the
there was
time.
some complications also at the time, which is why he also started his farewell tour. So it was a long time coming, and obviously many of his fans are glad that he was even able to close out his tour before all this happened. So yeah, it was a big shock to just the overall music world in general. Obviously, like not a lot of people listen to heavy metal, but he was one of the few mainstream. Everybody knows Black Sabbath. Everybody knows Ozzy Osbourne. So this was just a big shock in the music world in general. Compared to the other passing that happened in the past few days, where WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan passed away at age 71. Hulk Hogan, unfortunately, was a far more controversial figure, especially later on in his life, with certain views that he had regarding certain races of people, and of course his politics later down in life, which we will not go into. But it was also a big shock in the wrestling world because he is, we can be honest here, he is one of the most well-known wrestlers of all time.
He was the reason why wrestling industry changed a lot.
Mhm.
If we're gonna obviously we're gonna keep away like obviously his controversial part, but like for what he's done for wrestling, he changed the game. Like he is literally when our John Cena generation,
Yeah.
he's literally that. But he was like Hulk Hogan was as our John Cena of our generation. So that's what he was to them back then. Changed the game. He really put them back on top, or he put wrestling on the face of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, he really changed the course of wrestling because of him. So wrestling is where it's at because of him. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's sad. I mean, he is from Georgia too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Georgia native, but he didn't live here
No,
anymore.
he
I think
lives
he
here.
lived. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, um, yeah, I think he got a cardiac arrest, if that's what it was.
That's
I
what I saw.
think.
Yeah.
I heard people were saying he got two at the time, like a two at the same like
Well,
during.
he's been in poor health for the past few years. He's one of the few people that grew up in an era where steroids weren't as well
Monitored. They were
monitored,
well.
regulated, and he kind of just kept on with it later into life, and you could see it like affect his health as time went on.
It was a very common thing back in the day,
Yeah.
just to. But yeah, I mean it's crazy. That threw me off too because I was heading back from work and I opened my phone and I see that I'm like what?
Yeah.
Which is crazy, bro. Man. Apart from like his controversial, like his politics side and everything, and his if we're talking about him as a wrestler
Mm-hmm.
and how much he's changed the game. Yeah, people could agree or disagree with what he had to say, but I'm talking about this as a wrestling fan and a wrestling aspect.
Yeah.
That for how much he's changed and how much, like I'm telling you, the industry blew up because of him. So we wrestling where it's at now wouldn't be where it is without him.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why he's a legend.
Yep.
Um, it's it's sad in the wrestling world. Obviously people have their takes on certain people. So, but for the wrestling world, it's a big hit, dude. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So always, you gotta always make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure good health. Make sure you do your checkups. If you don't, if you have something wrong with you, make sure you go get looked at. Your health is key, no matter what.
Yep. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, very sad. Another crazy sad passing within this year, to be exact. A lot of really big names in different categories of of genres in the world, like music, animated series, iconic voice speakers, stuff like that have gone this year. So,
Mhm.
um, and some really big ones. Like these aren't like obviously. There was another passing too. His name was Malcolm.
Oh yeah, there's
You know,
the actor. I know who you're talking about.
I think he was on the Cosby Show. Is that what I'm right? It was does that make
It
sense?
was Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Yeah.
American actor, who yeah was on the Cosby Show and
Yep.
also was on Fresh Prince of Bel Air, which is how I know him. He had a yeah, it was a really tragic passing last week where he was in where was it? He was in Costa Rica and he was swimming and he ended up getting caught in a riptide current and ended up drowning. So that was another big. That was just obviously he's like a younger person. He was in his 50s when this all happened. So it's one of those that's just like a freak accident that you just don't expect to hear on the
Hmm.
news, and that broke the story, of course, everywhere because it's just a young dude living his life on vacation, and then just unfortunate thing happened. So
Crazy, man. I mean, I'm telling you, this year has been a crazy year of like big name people passing away.
yeah,
So, like I said, just be sure to always be careful, check your health, make sure you're always good, no matter what you got. Be always go get yourself checked out. It's your health is key, no matter what.
yeah,
But yeah, let them rest in peace. That's that sounded kind of weird, didn't it?
slightly.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the
It
touch
sounded like I was
screen.
the Undertaker. Jesus, but obviously, um, may they rest
Yep.
peacefully, and yeah, and thank you to what y'all done to y'all for y'all industries and how much y'all changed it.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Hmm.
moving on
To
to
continue to
some.
superhero summer is continuing on with the Fantastic Four just coming out these past 4 days ago, actually. So that ends up being quite nice. Fantastic Four
Do
came out
it.
to no.
You gotta do it. Come on, do it with the lip.
I can't do the lips. No,
What?
no, it's too trolly.
Okay. Anyways,
Fantastic Four came out to rave reviews this past 4 weekend, crossing over $200 million just in 4 days. We're gonna be saying four a lot because literally it's only been 4 days. But Fantastic Four rave reviews kind of sitting at 80. I think it was like 80 something percent of Rotten
80
Tomatoes.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like audiences are happy right now. You got a great Superman movie and you got a great Marvel movie out at the same time. I
Guess
watched
what?
Fantastic Four.
Superman was made by someone who made Marvel movies. Why can't they? DC make good shit, dude. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, yeah, this summer, sorry to cut you off, has been the taken over by superheroes,
Correct. And like
which has been
Fantastic
great.
Four, great director, great soundtrack, overall great story. Like they weren't kidding when they were advertising this was a story about family because it very much was. For those who are like a big fan of the comics, and even those who are a fan of the OG like Fantastic Four movies in the early 2000s, you'll see a lot of references to that, especially because again, especially when the most popular Fantastic Four movie in the early 2000s was Rise of the Silver Surfer. Of course, this is the first return of the Silver Surfer on the big screen since 2009, I believe. This is the first on screen appearance of Galactus not as a cloud. This is like our first or what our fourth iteration of Reed Richards and Johnny Storm, Sue Storm, and the Thing. So it's been cool to see these, especially people who grew up in the early 2000s. The main superhero things you watched were the Dark Knight trilogy, Green Lantern, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men series.
X-Men. Oh,
So early DC and Marvel fans, this was our childhood and it's all coming back again. So it's been kind of nice to see. And this is by far the best Fantastic Four movie because let's be real here, while we have nostalgia for the early ones, those were bad. And especially the 2015 one was horrendous. That one doesn't exist. No one talks
what'd
about
you
that
say?
one.
What'd you say? It's fantastic. I hate that he did that. He went, what did you say? Say it again. Hated that.
So bad. So
Hey,
bad.
bro, he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but he went,
That's
say
why
that
it's a
again.
meme.
Stupid, bro.
Well, yeah, I would
Hey
say
man,
easily one of the best Marvel movies of all time. I don't think it's the best Marvel movie of this year, though. I will say Thunderbolts. I believe personally, I think it's easily the best Marvel movie this year. With this one a close second.
what phase are we in? Four, four
Fantastic
or five?
Four is the kickoff of the new phase. So whatever number the new phase is.
Four or
Let me
five?
check.
I think it's five. Because
Um,
phase three
Phase
was.
6. You're behind. This is Phase 6.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So you're telling me in goddamn 2 phases we didn't get no Spider-Man between that?
Nope. And this phase will have this movie. This phase has, I
Doom,
think, the least amount of movies. It's Fantastic Four, and we
Doom.
go to the TV show Blade. We're gonna
Oh,
go from there to Doomsday, to Secret Wars, to Spider-Man. Well, no, Doomsday, Spider-Man, Secret Wars, and then it ends off with Doctor Strange.
that Doctor Strange movie might be good. God, like,
We'll see about that.
hey, bro. As long as we know Disney said, "Yo, hold up, let's actually try now,"
I mean, they
because
always try.
they weren't cooking nothing these last couple phases.
No.
Besides, let's see.
Shang-Chi was good. Um,
Okay, but then we got Eternals after.
yeah. But then the last two movies, Thunderbolts was the best movie to close off this phase. Brave. I like Captain America: Brave New World, admittedly.
I
What else
liked it. It
came out?
wasn't. I mean, it's better. It's the best thing they've released recently.
Yep. I thought Black Widow was fine. Black Panther 2 was
Well,
good.
so from Endgame till now, what movies have been good? So I think Doctor Strange was good. The Spider-Man movie, where all of them were in it.
Was good.
Far From Home. What else?
Let's
There's
see.
in the
Shang-Chi was
Thunderbolts. I think
good. Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. What else came out? I'm searching. Deadpool and Wolverine was good. Guardians of the Galaxy
Mm,
3 was great. Um,
sad,
Honestly,
great.
I don't think The Marvels was a bad film.
The
So
what?
The Marvels, I don't think it was a bad film. And then like this year, phase 5 ended off pretty strong this year, both with Captain America and the Thunderbolts. Sure, there's been a lot of bad in between. Like that Thor movie was bad. That was bad. People don't talk about the third Ant-Man. That was also just bad.
The third
Um,
one.
Second
Which
Ant-Man.
one was
Second Ant-Man.
Ant-Man? Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. That one.
Yeah,
I remember watching that movie, and I don't remember that much.
there you go. No, that movie just kind of didn't exist. I'm trying to think what else was there. There's a lot of meh movies in between. That's why no one talks about them.
Black Widow wasn't bad. The CGI was what sucked.
Kind of bad, yeah.
I think the movie was good. I just think, like I said, the CGI was so bad in that. I don't think they wanted to make that movie in the first place. I think they.
No, this is the phase they want to make the movie. It's just this is when Marvel is being cheap. Because remember, this is why also the CGI in like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness also looks bad in some scenes. This is when Marvel was
Yeah.
relying too heavily on screens and CGI, which is why both Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Captain America: Brave New World look actually good because there was a lot of actual places. Very, especially Thunderbolts has very little CGI. Sure, Fantastic Four had to use some because this is like a New York that does not exist, but they did a damn good job at it. So, but Marvel, the main point was Fantastic Four. Great film. Highly recommend you watch it. This is the best superhero summer you could get. You got two good superhero films from two different companies. Go enjoy it. Because right now it's
Yeah,
freaking fantastic.
would you say? Oh, you took my you fucking took my layup, bro. I was gonna say, would you say this movie's fantastic?
And that's the end of the podcast, folks. See you next week. I kid with
Bro,
you. Well,
nah, man.
we head over to our final topics, which is basically surrounding San Diego Comic Con. We had a bunch of big reveals this week. We had Avatar: The Seven Havens, which is the sequel to Avatar: Legend of Korra, released its official concept art. This come out to a decent amount of back and forth on it. It's going to be 2 seasons, a total of 26 episodes. It's going to be, I believe, the same animation studio obviously is an Earthbending Avatar. It's a set of twins. One is Avatar, one isn't. The story is apparently Avatar Korra fights like a world-ending apocalypse that ends up like almost killing everybody, and then dies, and then the new Avatar is born. Apparently, much of the world is left in ruins. So all the four nations, the Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, the Water Tribe, the Air Nation, and of course the fifth one that was Legend of Korra, the Republic City, apparently all just get wiped. And now we have seven havens, which are seven places that humans are living on because of the catastrophe. And this new avatar has to save the world from letting humanity die. Also, at the same time, apparently people hate the avatar now. So, I don't know. Obviously, we know why they're doing this, because when Korra was first coming out, a lot of people were mad that Korra got too futuristic. I'm going to be real with you, this might be controversial. I think those people are dumb. They're the only reason that they're wiping the slate clean for this series. So now nobody wins, because now you don't get to go back to classic Avatar of Four Nations, and now we don't get to go forward in time. We get.
What'd you say?
Gosh,
You said 4. Hey, you did say that there's gonna be a lot of 4 we're gonna be talking about, so you said it.
there do be a lot of four. You're not wrong, but the Four Nations are gone, plus the new fifth one in Legend of Korra, and now we don't get to see another cool time leap. Now we're just going back in time, essentially. I think the show will be great. But I personally would have thought it would have been cooler to continue the time, to advance in time. Because we had planes and cars and stuff. Now all that's gone. So, I don't know. But
They'll say that for later.
that is, hopefully they do.
Sorry.
But that's not the only Avatar that had an announcement this week. James Cameron's Avatar series also had an announcement dropping the trailer, which premiered for the first time right before the Fantastic Four movie, and then the poster for Avatar Fire and Ash, which, again, Avatar probably is the best looking movie out there by far. It is ridiculous how
best CGI looking movie, to be exact. I think
still looks better than some non-CGI films. The fact that a movie that's like 99% CGI and has like very few humans in it looks this good is ridiculous.
It's only one human.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go watch this. I've watched the past two Avatars. I think they're great, to be honest with you.
Bro, it's so faded, bro.
What?
Because they plan to release. They're talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna make more than just the ones we got now. I'm like, I think they what was their plan? They said they're gonna make how many? Like 10?
There's 7 so far, and they're
gonna
coming
make
out every other year.
I think what made Avatar the first one good, and the second one is because of how long the distance was. Or do you think they took too long to make a second Avatar?
They did the second one intentionally like this because the second, third, fourth, and fifth are all being filmed together. So, like, this movie's been in production since the second one, and same with the third one, and it's because they need these actors to stay the same age between them. That's why they're coming out pretty fast. The script for these has been written since the 1990s. Like, they've been just waiting for the technology to catch up, and it finally has. So this has been like James Cameron's dream since 30 plus years.
You're telling me, right, that they were like, all right, bro, we don't want to use we want to use some computer looking blue things instead of just painting people.
Correct, because the actor is like 8 feet tall.
What's wrong? Just get some 6 foot tall. Okay,
No,
they're
it
not
still
tall.
wouldn't work, man. And like,
Well, there is people that tall now, but not back then. There wasn't.
think about how insane the Avatar world looks and feels. Like, you just have to wait for the technology to catch up.
Do you know what's
how bad
crazy?
CGI was in the 90s.
Come on, bro. It couldn't have been worse. That bad. Okay, it was pretty bad. But look, you know how weird it's gonna be when they when they release the other movies, right?
How?
And these actors are all the same age in all those 7 movies, and they go do press, and the dudes has a full beard. I'm like, yeah, that's me in the movie when I was like 14.
Yep.
Now I'm 25. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what you have to do, though. That is genuinely what you have to do. It's like, dude, there's a movie, there's a very famous movie that was a documentary of the dude's life. It takes place over the span of like 30 years. They've just been filming it consistently for 30 years. Some movies have to be like this if you want. That one has to capture him growing up, while Avatar has to capture this story takes place in a couple of years. These characters have to stay relatively the same age in this couple of years. They can't replace these actors because like you're used to these actors playing that character.
Is it this has to be like the first movie in a recent that is doing this, right? Where they're trying to film movies that are in the future or like coming out later with people that are like it's weird, you know? I can't even explain it.
I think we've seen it before on a smaller scale, like maybe two movies being filmed. Like the Harry Potter movies were filmed very close to each other because they needed the actors to stay young because they grow up. They were all kids, and they were getting into their late teens. They're like, okay, we gotta get this faster. But Avatar's like, we have a literal child on the set. She's gonna. 6-year-old versus a 9-year-old are very different people. We need you to keep being six. So we gotta film all these at the same time. You know?
Go 1 year older if you want, but you can't go past 3 more years.
Basically, so like they need them to be this age. So like we've never seen like 4 films filmed at the same time. That's different. That's never happened.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, the Harry Potter films, they were filming them when one would finish, they would start filming the other one right after immediately, which is why those kids, like Avatar, these kids are doing like school on the movie set. Like the Harry Potter, even the new Harry Potter kids that are doing the new reboot series, they're doing school on the movie set. So,
Reboot, huh?
yeah.
Why didn't I? Why am I not hearing about this Harry Potter reboot?
I'm surprised you're just hearing about this.
What reboot?
Yeah.
Why are they rebooting it? I don't think they should reboot it.
I don't know, but they are.
2027,
Yeah.
aiming for 2027 premiere. Currently production for HBO. Oh hell no! What the HBO? Come on! Oh my god, these actors are children.
They're young, just like the OG Harry Potter
It's a
cast.
show, right? It's supposed to be a show, not a movie.
It is a show, yes.
Just leave, bro. Why do people touch stuff that doesn't need to be
Well,
like?
the
I
thing is,
get like
you know why.
money.
They can't make anything new. Everybody's got to be. Everybody knows Star Wars. Everybody knows Harry Potter. Everybody knows Star Trek. Everybody knows Transformers. So instead of making something new, you got to keep rehashing the same thing over and over again because that for sure will make money.
Spider-Man went through 8 reboots, while Iron Man went through how many? 0.
0. We'll get one eventually, though.
I don't want to. I would
It's
not.
gonna happen. Marvel's
It
done
will
restarting
happen.
everything.
You think they'll remake the movies again
No, it's gonna
with
be a
different
different take.
storyline?
Different take.
Different storyline?
I think so.
Would we get Avengers like the first Avengers again, or would it be called Avengers? I think the problem we're blabbing on too much, but Marvel has the potential to do whatever they want with every movie because the universe is so big and there's so many different storylines you can go. I'm hoping they could release a Hulk that isn't dog shit and actually is like World Breaker Hulk. You heard about that guy?
I have, yeah.
That's who we need. I want that Hulk. I don't want no the freaking She-Hulk movie version of Hulk. Anyways, and blabbing stuff, but yeah,
We'll see though. That's a
I
problem
would,
for another time.
it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. Like I saw a trailer too because I went to go watch Fantastic Four, and I saw it. It's literally the first thing that played. I'm like, oh shit, what movie is this? And then I realized, wait, what Avatar?
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, they are like I do know they were releasing more. I just didn't know what the next one was gonna be called.
we got
That's when it
Avatar.
got announced. That name was announced at that right. That's when it got announced.
No,
The
the name
name.
was announced last year. The trailer dropped the same day Fantastic Four came in theaters because they're both owned by Disney. So Disney's like promoting. If you notice, Disney is really good at promoting their upcoming movies. Like the Tron trailer played before Fantastic Four, and then of course now the Avatar trailer plays directly before Fantastic Four. So
So yeah,
they know what they're doing. They got it down packed for their films. But yeah, Avatar: Fire and Ash looks great. It's probably gonna make another $2 billion because the Avatar movies just rake money like nothing else exists in the world.
when is it? When is it coming out?
December. They always come out December's now. I think it's December 19th. So Avatar. I mean, look like at first Avatar is made what $3 billion. The second Avatar made $2.9 billion. This Avatar's gonna be right beside it. It's crazy.
I mean, I guess.
They're the number one and number three highest grossing films of all time.
1.29 2.9 billion the first one, and then 2.3 billion the second one, and which means it's made 5.2 billion those two movies as of right now.
Yep.
This is not including the new ones coming out because there has yet to been anything watched on of that, so there's no way to calculate how much they're gonna make. But I think they'll make exactly 2 million on the next one.
2 million or 2 billion?
2 billion, sorry. I think they'll make 2 billion the next one. I don't think it'll top the second one because of how anticipated the second one was from the first one.
It depends though.
Everyone
If they go
now
hard,
everyone, well, yeah, but and now everyone knows that there's another one coming out every year.
yeah.
This one, like, holy shit, we waited 20 plus years, or like 10. What was the gap? Like,
Yeah, it was almost 15 years between the two. Almost, yeah.
2009, 2022. So what? 10, I can't do math. I wasn't good at math. 10, 13 years, 14
So,
years. Wait, yeah, 13 years.
13
Holy
years.
shit! Okay, I see. I knew I went to school somewhere. Just had to be Gwinnett.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, we've been blubbing on. This podcast is longer than the 30 minutes
That is true.
today, but there's
There's
so much
like
stuff.
2 podcasts left right now, but yeah,
But it's,
Avatar. The
I
two
mean, there's.
Avatars look good. Enjoy. Angel, you close this out.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell when we upload. And yeah, comment down below like what you didn't like. Follow our socials in the description box down below because I almost couldn't say it last time. Yeah, we can't talk about the EWC winners yet because they're not done yet, but we'll talk about it. Well, I'll talk about it next week because my fellow compadre here is going on vacation again for the 8th time in this year.
8th and counting. I got Dragon Con at the end of the month too, man.
Damn, I was planning to go.
You should. It's gonna be great.
But yeah, enough that, yeah, comment down below what you liked on this podcast. I think I said that already, but yeah, notification bell, turn it on always. Like, watch out for the videos that are coming out. Hopefully soon. Not sure. I don't think we're gonna have a video for this week, but from that point on, we should have a video every other or every week from that point on. I don't think this week because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be edited, and I'm kind of slacking. But it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that has to be edited. I could guarantee you maybe what 8, 9 videos coming out. Hopefully, so be on the lookout for those. And don't mean you gotta wait. We got videos on our channel now, so go watch the Minecraft. If you're new to our channel, thank you. But go watch the videos, our gameplay videos, our storytelling series as of right now. Because we restarted that shit like 3 times already. But yeah, I got nothing much to say besides we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.